He was the muhaddith of that time, the 2nd century. Very famous imam, who was memorizing 1 million hadith by heart of the Prophet ﷺ. More than 30,000 of them authenticated by the Prophet ﷺ or narrated to him. A man came to me and said, "Oh Imam Ahmad, the person prays and he fasts, and he pays the zakat, and he does the i'tikaf in the masjid, and he gives the sadaqah. And the other one, he's refuting the people of the bid'ah. Which one is better?" He said, "The one who is refuting the people of innovation." Why? Because he said the person who is making salah, the person who is praying and fasting and doing the zakah is doing it for himself. But the person who is refuting the people of innovation and is protecting the sunnah of our messenger from lies, from the people of the bid'ah, he's doing it from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that's why, alhamdulillah, we received the aqidah from these imams, correct, as they heard it from the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. So how will we be able, ikhwan, to feel the sweetness of iman and to increase our iman without knowledge, without seeking knowledge? First thing, my brothers and sisters, is read the biography of your messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As Muslims, and we say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah in our salah 5 times a day, even more we make nafilah, and we don't know how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was. How did he look like? What did he like to wear? How did he walk? How did he treat his wives? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How did he treat his neighbors? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How generous and giving he was. Many Muslims don't know the biography of our messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The ulama have written 600, 700 pages of the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I suggest you read it from the authenticated books. Everybody can go to Google and type the biography of the Prophet and he will find 1,000 lies upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So be careful what you read out there. Make sure it's authenticated by the ulama of the hadith. So we'll be safe and knowing what we're reading and what type of knowledge we're seeking. And the other reason to increase your iman is obviously the book of Allah, the Quran al-Kareem. How can you sit there and waste your time by doing nothing? And the Prophet ﷺ is saying about the book of Allah, that this Quran, he said, recite the Quran. And this is a khitab to all the nations of the Prophet ﷺ. He is telling us, read the Quran. This Quran, he will intercede for you in Yawm al-Qiyamah. He will come as a proof with you in your heart, or you read it, or it will be as a proof against you in Yawm al-Qiyamah. You say, Allah from the Quran. Nobody wants the Quran to be against him. Because it's Allah's word. If you want the Quran to be with us, my brothers and sisters, is we have to recite it on a daily basis and understand it. And if we cannot read, we can listen to it. We can love listening to the Quran in our cars, in our home, in our bedroom, in the kitchen while you're cooking. Turn the Quran on instead of TV and wasting your time. Listen to Allah's ayat. And that's how you're going to purify your heart and make your heart stronger and iman stronger by Allah's words. One of the Salaf, his name is Abu Bakr ibn Ayyash, radiyallahu anhu. He was dying and he was in his bed. His students, they walked to him in his room and they were crying. And one of his students, and also he said, "Don't cry." He said, "Don't cry. I read the Quran when you were sitting there 13,000 times. Why are you crying?" He read the Quran 13,000 khatma in his room. And that's how they were. And they say, the Salaf al-Salih, our pious brother, they used to say, we used to look at the reciter of the Quran, his face, and we knew he was a reciter of the Quran. How? Because of the yellowish color of his face, meaning the light on his face. The people of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put lightness in their face. This is not any other book. It's a book that's very, very, very valued to us. It's the Quran al-Kareem, Allah's speech. Not a president or boss or supervisor so-and-so. This is Allah, He's the Creator's speech. He's talking to us in this book. And we're not reading it. We're not understanding it. How can we ignore this valuable book? Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase our iman. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to plant the love of the Quran in our heart. Astaghfirullah wa atubu. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. So my brothers and sisters, I mentioned about the reasons and the causes that will increase our iman. One of it, obviously, I mentioned is seeking knowledge. Understand the book of Allah, understand the sunnah of His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just like the Sahaba understood it. Read the biography of our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Read his biography, understand his life and what he went through, and the Sahaba, and all the seerah of our pious predecessors. That will increase your iman. And compare your life to theirs, how your life is compared to others, and to theirs, and how they used to live. By the book of Allah in their heart, by the knowledge in their heart, by worshipping Allah with knowledge, not with ignorance and hawa and desires. By not, oh, that's what I think, that's how it's supposed to be. That's not how they were thinking. When a question pops in their mind, they immediately think of, oh, what Allah says in the Quran about this. What our Messenger sallallahu says in the Quran about this. Or his Sunnah sallallahu. What the Abu Bakr and Umar said about this. Not like us. Well, this is what I think. That's my opinion, inshallah. This is what this association think. Not what the Quran is saying, what the Prophet ﷺ is saying. No, that's ignored. How can we be truthful believers? We put that behind. How? Ask yourself these questions, my brothers and sisters. We know the truth. Why aren't we following it? Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah. Also, there are things that increase our iman. As I mentioned, there are things that will decrease our iman. One of it is the ignorance of this deen. We cannot ignore this deen and be juhal about it. Certain things we must understand in this deen. And there is a reason why the Prophet ﷺ, brothers and sisters, he said that talabul ilm, seeking knowledge, is mandatory upon every Muslim. Mandatory upon every Muslim. If you know the things that, why is it mandatory that you're going to be here in Jum'ah, you wouldn't be here if you didn't know about it. So you seek knowledge.